Hello guys, this weekend it's Manchester United versus Everton at Old Trafford. It's the Saturday half-12 kickoff, so let's get into it. Let's cue that intro. Oh no, and welcome back to the Matchday Live. It's me, Dan, back again, and this weekend it is Manchester United versus Everton. It's the Saturday lunchtime kickoff. So the team I'm going for, I reckon he'll probably will pick the same team, apart from maybe obviously Malacia for Luke Shaw, and I reckon Wan-Bissaka might start as well because I think Delo looked a bit poor second half for United, but I reckon it will be Sabitzer, McTominay and Fernandes. There is talk of Eriksen going to start this game, but I don't think he will. I think he'll. I mean, I'll be very surprised if he does start, because obviously he'll Ten Hag will put him straight in, but I don't think he will do that. If he does, he will probably put him in for Sabitzer, but I mean, we could see it, but I doubt it. He is training, but unfortunately, yeah. So Luke Shaw also picked up an injury in the last game as well, so he's injured for this one. But I reckon, I reckon this will be the team with Sancho, Rashford, and Anthony and Fernandes in midfield. So let's play match. Let's talk about the last game, which was a 1-0 victory against Brentford, and it is a pretty much controlled victory, to be honest. From the start, we controlled the ball. It's probably our best first halves for a while, actually, and in the end, we got the goal through Rashford, but we did have a couple chances. The only thing, like I said, what was missing from that game is chances. And one of the oh my Christ, what a goal that would have been! One of the chances did fall to McTominay on the half volley, which would have been a really good goal if he scored that. We also got a chance with who was it? That was a mistake. Are we going to shoot? Oh, I was going to say, why didn't it shoot? It took its time, but we scored. But yeah, it was McTominay with the shot, and it was unfortunate. And Anthony actually crossed it with his right foot for once. He has got a right foot. But yeah, that was like our first proper chance. But then our goal did come through Anthony, who had a really good game. I actually thought he's had a load of chances where he cut on his left foot, cut in on his left foot, and he had so many shots with his left foot. Some of them were quite wild, but some of them were on target or just wide. But yeah, he put the ball in towards Sabitzer. Sabitzer nodded it down towards Rashford, who is free, and then on the volley it was a 1-0. Yeah, he couldn't miss from there. So then that was 1-0, and we pretty much controlled. We pretty much controlled the game, to be honest, until the half-time whistle. And it was I don't know. It's a bit of a weird second half, to be honest with you. We didn't really attack that much, did we? Really? Well, we didn't have the chances. We kind of let Bournemouth. We kind of let Brentford into the game, and the first chance they had, it was a mistake from David De Gea. It was just a weird. We go with that. We go with the what's it, Majiggy? The short goal kick like we normally do, and oh my Christ, this might be a big scoreline here. We just went with the big, we just went with that short goal kick that we do. Like Martinez takes the goal kick, goes to David De Gea, and then Tony just goes for the pressures David De Gea, and it goes for the tries to block it, and it almost went in. So we got away with one there, and then Brentford also had a chance where David De Gea made a good save. I can't remember which Brentford player it was, but it was Tony who flicked it on towards this player, and he all he had to do is put it past David De Gea, but he tried to put it through, put it under. I think he tried to put it through his legs, but it didn't work out, and David De Gea he kind of got one to the face, but he made the save. So then that was a good save. And then later on, we did have a chance through Fred. Good skills from Rashford on this left-hand side, like he normally does. And it was good. It was good from it was good from Rashford, and then yeah, it's just a poor finish from Fred. But you know, it wasn't looking like it looked like, you know, Brentford were coming back into the game, but in the end, I think the substitutions he got right. He brought on who did he bring on? He brought on he brought on Fred for Sabitzer. He also brought on Martial for Sancho, and you know, Martial, he's getting there, but he just needs to shut up. That's a penalty. That's never a penalty. In the end, you know, it was just one of them things, unfortunately. So, going into this weekend, obviously, we do have Everton. Obviously, Everton themselves, they drew. Did they play midweek? I don't think they did. I think they. Yeah, no, they played Monday night, didn't they? They played Spurs on Monday night, where they drew 1-1, and they got Decore got sent off, didn't he? Yeah, I remember that now. So yeah, the Everton game, obviously under Sean Dyche, they've kind of revitalised the Everton squad. They are, you know, still Everton, and they're not playing that well, but they are playing well to, you know, get a point and get some, unluckily not to get a victory in some games, but you know, away from home they're not as good. So that's kind of the only good thing from a good thing for Man United at the moment. So if United can get the 3 points this weekend against Everton, that would be great. Like I said, it will be a hard game because obviously it is Sean Dyche's team, and they love to defend. You know, they love to defend a lot. You know, United. I expect United will have most of the ball, but obviously we've got to watch out for that counter attack. Obviously, they're going to have Damari Gray up front. I reckon it probably will be the same team apart from obviously Decore. But yeah, why is it still? Why is it still? Is it still the first half? This is still the first half. Let's just smash it. Oh my Christ, we almost scored. Let's just smash it. Oh God, there we go. It's finally full time, half time. But yeah, from the Brentford game, it was a 1-0 victory. It was a job done victory. You know, not much we can say about that. But in the end, you know, we got the victory. We got the 3 points. That's what was needed. The only bad thing is obviously Newcastle won, so they're still third. But obviously we're fifth. We're fourth now. With a game in hand against Spurs, but obviously Newcastle do have a game in hand as well. So yeah, the top four race is heating up still, but obviously I think, you know, with our games coming thick and fast, you know, we're going to have to keep winning. It's just good that, you know, Eriksen's come back, and obviously this game this weekend is the final game for Casemiro, so we'll have him back in midweek next week, obviously for the Sevilla game. He's going to be fresh for that Sevilla game, and obviously we'll have Eriksen back as well. So we're going to have Eriksen and Casemiro back, so that's not too bad. What should we talk about? Hasn't been much talk about the owner situation from United. You know, we had all that. You know, we had like that 2 weeks when we was in the international period where we had pretty much every day we had something with the Man United ownership, but there still hasn't been much on it. Apparently, there was talks again. There is talks of another round of bidding, but it's only going to be a couple of. Oh my Christ! What save that is. Apparently, it's going to be another talks of another round of bidding. Apparently, but I don't know. You know, you can't really trust anyone about it. But you know, let's see what happens with that. Will we see new owners by the end of the season? We could do, but you know, it needs to. You know, the only thing that obviously needs to happen is obviously they need to go and they need to sell the club for full sale, whether it be Jim Ratcliffe or Qatar. Obviously there is a load of United fans who do want Qatar, but obviously it is going to be a bit of a sports washing type of thing, like Newcastle pretty much. Obviously, but you never know. Let's see what happens with that. Preferably, to be honest, I don't really care who gets Man United. I just hope that, you know, we get a situation where, you know, they're going to support the team. They're going to do the training ground. They're going to do the stadium and stuff like that. So I just hope that happens as well. But fingers crossed, we'll get the situation done and dusted, and we should be all right. But obviously, we still have. I think what is it this weekend or next? No, we still have the FA Cup semi-final against Brighton. I think we've still got who have we got after Sevilla? I think we've got Nottingham Forest. Is it Forest? I think it's Forest. Our next Premier League game. So let's see what happens with that. But fingers crossed, you know, we get the 3 points. Obviously, that away game again. Oh, what a goal! That away game against Nottingham Forest will be a big game because obviously we need to win that one, and obviously Nottingham Forest are down in the relegation zone, so we do need to win our next couple of games. If we can win our next couple of games, you know, I think we will be good for us. I think we've got the best running out of the top four. So I think obviously we still got to play Spurs, and I think we've still got to play Fulham again. I think Fulham is our last game of the season at home. So it is going to be interesting. You know, it is going to be interesting next couple of weeks. Obviously with the Sevilla games, and obviously with the FA Cup semi-final. So it's going to be interesting to see how I think we've got a game on a Thursday, if I'm not too mistaken. I think we've got Brighton on the Thursday again, so we might have. I think it's is it after the Brighton game, or is it before the Brighton game? I'm not too sure. But anyway, so on to the score line for this weekend. Obviously, it is Man United versus Everton. It is going to be a tough game, but if United will win, we need to win. If we score first, I reckon we will win the game. But obviously, we just need to be aware that Everton will fight for the points, and I just hope United get the goals, and fingers crossed we can do that. So for the score prediction, I'm going to go 2-0 Man United. I think United will just get a goal, and then late on we'll get the second goal and pretty much settle the game. We just hope that Everton, if we get the first goal, like I said, I reckon we'll win. But obviously, if Everton score, there will be it will be hard for United, because obviously they have a good defensive record under Sean Dyche. So yeah, I'm going to go 2-0 Man United for my score prediction. So anyway, guys, I'm actually going to end it here for today. So please like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. So right, guys, I'm going. Bye.